Good morning. Welcome to our live. I'm Ali, and I'm obviously with Deb. And happy Monday. We're almost nearing, I think, midsummer. End of July to me feels like this midsummer vibe. The weather, I feel, has been relatively great. And the more I'm getting out, the more I'm realizing how important it is for my mental, physical, spiritual health to be outside. And
Mm-hmm.
from years and years and years of being in corporate, it probably wasn't until my last 2 years when it was COVID that I would walk around the block more. I would get out in morning simply because number one, I had more time because I wasn't commuting. And I felt like I had more space. So I not that I wanted to get away. Sometimes I forget, like I get so in the zone that I forget to like, oh, there's a whole other world other than my computer or screen. So making a point of being outside has been really, really, I think for myself, just bringing me grounded, like getting me more
Mm-hmm.
grounded, feeling more whole. How
Yeah,
about you?
I was at my family cottage this weekend, which is on a lake, and I don't know. There's just something about, like you say, just being outside in nature, seeing the water. I don't know. It was a great weekend, and I love going to that space just to kind of disconnect. Like I guess I could take my computer. I don't. But just disconnect and just be in nature and like put the phone down. We talked about that last week. Put the phone down, but
If you
just
didn't get our cheeky message last week, check it out.
put
It's
the
uploaded now.
phone put the phone down. Yeah, just to disconnect, to be honest, and just like relish in nature. I love being out there. I love having campfires. I love being near the water. And like going for a walk, just surrounded in these beautiful trees. So I'm with you there. Yeah, I'm still kind of in this zone of being zen from the weekend.
I've been watching a lot of documentaries on grounding, and like one thing to be out in nature, and another thing to like touch the tree, put your
Hmm.
feet in sand. And Mother Nature has this beautiful way of grounding us, just like electricity. If you think of us being as these electric beings, like so many like things firing and wiring within our body, especially like right now, you're watching us on YouTube or you're on your phone somewhere, right? Like there's charges. So being able to
Hmm.
ground and get rid of some of that energy and the health benefits are incredible. And I find when I talk to a lot of people, like money's always kind of like with inflation on the rise, interest rates, all this stuff, like these are some free things that are really right at your doorstep that can be done, right? Like maybe not everyone has a cottage, though we're in Ontario. So there's lots of parks, lakes,
Even just
forest
getting
areas.
outside, like in grass, just like bare feet in grass. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's it's amazing, just the benefits of doing something like that. Doesn't have to
Yeah.
necessarily be at a cottage or somewhere. Like go find some grass, put your bare feet in it. I don't know. I love that. I love being in bare feet anyway. So um yeah, just get outside.
Got a bit of my cough still, luckily. I'm going to cure it with my grounding this week. I know it.
So yeah, is that your word of the week? Grounding? Is that
Yeah,
your intention
I've
for the
been
week?
putting such a focus on being grounded. And there I just feel level headed. I just feel like with flow, like sometimes you have to let go of the struggle. You have to let go of what is so that you can get that new perspective. And I find for myself that is getting out in nature and getting the creative juices going. So I would say for me, grounded for sure. Mm-hmm.
I think the word that's kind of been coming up for me this morning is just being consistent in my workouts, consistent in my water intake, consistent with my bedtime. I just know all those things really set me up for success. So just being consistent in that. I'm somewhat of a night owl. So, um, like last night, as soon as 11 o'clock hit, I went to bed, but I'm not always that that's structured. So this week for me, I just have a lot going on. So I want to make sure I'm feeling really good, setting myself up for success. So consistency in all that I'm doing is really going to help me with that. So that's kind of my word of the week.
Consistent. And it's those little things, right? It's again like these little things that are so in the realms of our control and free. Like you drinking water, really, in Canada, we're pretty lucky having it as like this great resource that we can have access to. Sleeping, like totally within your control for the most part, right?
Yep. Yeah. So I think everybody this week should be consistent in the things that set them up for success, and try some new grounding techniques. There's some, it's like you said, it's free, it's available, and just see how you feel. Try it out. Go put your feet in the grass, the sand, whatever that is for you, and just see how you feel. Maybe you'll feel different. Maybe you won't. Maybe you don't. Maybe it's not going to be beneficial to you, but I believe that it will be. So grounding and consistency this week. I hope everybody has a great week. Make sure you check out Conversation. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk today. Connected Conversations on Thursday, and we will be back